What's up, guys? Welcome back to your Heroclix headquarters. Today I just want to do a quick video looking at some new previews we got for the DC Heroclix set Masters of Time. Deadpool hasn't even officially released yet. We're already getting previews for the next set. And on top of that, we're also getting a preview for the Marvel starter set for 2025, which does release, late 2024. So we'll see that here later this year. But without further ado, let's just dive right into this. So to start off with, first of all these pictures are coming out of Game Trade Magazine, if you're curious. But the first one here, our first look at the Marvel 2025 starter set, is Yelena. For the 50-point dial, again, they're doing the 50 or 75-point line. So same dial, different cards depending on what point value you're playing them at. Yelena has the team player team ability, so she's a wild card. She's got shield, assassin, martial artist, and spy keywords. Her basic card means she's 50 points. She's got Incapacitate. When she uses it, deal each hit character 1 penetrating damage. I mean, I think that's pretty amazing. She's got 4 range, triple target with a 12 attack. So she can triple target Incap and deal all 3 of those characters a penetrating damage. For 50 points, that's not bad at all. She's got 7 clicks of health. Combat reflexes and shape change. Then she gets some stealth and super senses and outwit. 11 attack at the minimum down the dial is pretty threatening, so she's not bad at all for 50 points. And then taking a look at her 75-point line, she has a trait that at the beginning of your turn, you may move her up to 2 squares, then generate a smoke terrain marker within range and line of fire. So at the beginning of your turn, she could pretty much move to place hindering a couple squares out, sidestep into that, and then she can just attack from there or whatever. And she has an even more powerful special attack power this time, which is Penetrating Psychic Blast. When she hits after resolutions, deal each hit character 1 unavoidable damage. Then each damaged character that wasn't KO'd heals 1 click. So that's actually really awesome if there's a lot of characters that are like bystanders or like, colossal retaliators with 1 click of health. You can hit them, deal them 0 damage. Then after resolutions, they were hit, so they'll be dealt an unavoidable damage, which would KO them so they can't heal. And then you can, pour all 3 of her damage into one thing, and, a 4 damage KOs something, then especially 4 damage with a stop, she could hit for 3 pen, and then after resolutions, do that extra 4th click. So you can kind of just one-shot, somebody with 4 clicks of health and a stop. Which is pretty awesome. If only Kong didn't reduce penetrating damage, she could literally one-shot a Kong. But yeah, it's really awesome, and it's a really great way to clear out like a wide array of enemies if they have a bunch of, little bystanders or whatever. So yeah, I think she's really great at both point values, and if that's any indication of what the rest of the figures in the starter set are going to look like, then I think we're going to have some really great dials for a lot of those characters. One other thing worth noting here, it shows kind of like a list of everything that comes in the starter, and I think one of the main gripes that most people had with the 2024 starters was that they came with like a half-size map. So it looks like this time we are getting a full 2x2 map, and it does say it's double-sided. Last time it was like all white squares on the other side, so I don't know if we're getting actual full double-sided maps or if one's going to be white squares again. But either way, full usable in modern age 2x2 map, hopefully. And you're also going to get, dice, token sheet, a terrain token sheet, and some other, all the cards and stuff. So it's going to be great starting point for new players for sure. All right, now the most exciting news, we did get Masters of Time preview. This is 2 sets ahead, so way in advance. Now the first one we're taking a look at here is number 15 Superman Common. Nothing crazy going on with this guy, being he's just a common, but he's got Justice League, Kryptonian, Metropolis, Time Masters, Trinity, Future, and Past keywords. A Time Master's trait, which I'm sure we'll see a bunch of in that set, which gives him probability control. When he uses it and an opposing character misses all targets, after resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character with the Future or Past keyword. Not too bad. Traded prob is always going to be good. Enhanced in any way is even better. And then you have Defend and Invulnerability on his special defense power. And the Hyper Time team ability, which we rarely ever see anymore, says when an opposing character that can't use this team ability attempts to move from a non-adjacent square into an adjacent square, it must roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, the opposing character can't move into the square adjacent to this character this turn. Uncopyable. So you're not going to be able to copy Hyper Time, but it is really cool, kind of deterrent for, you know, they might not be able to charge on you. They might not be able to hypersonic punch you. They're going to have to end their movement a square away, which can really mess up some people. But now that we have terrain that can give you giant reach and stuff, honestly, I don't see that coming up as often, but it is a thing. I mean, he's got, it looks like a long dial there, some invuln, some toughness, lots of charge, super strength. Looks like, I believe, 85 or 50 points. Nothing too crazy, like I said. He does have prob that whole time, but, you know, it's just a common Superman. Next up, we have a look at an uncommon Batman. Batman family, brute, past, warrior keywords. He's got the Batman team ability, of course, for stealth. He has a trait, Return of Bruce Wayne. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose one. Replace Batman with another character with this trait on the same click number, or heal Batman 1 click. So that's pretty cool. At the beginning of your turn, he gets to heal a click every turn, or you can kind of swap him out, sort of shifting focus style, to any other Batman with that trait. Only thing is, it is at the beginning of your turn, so it's not free. You don't get to choose when to do it. It has to be at the beginning, but that still gives you a whole bag of tricks. You know, who knows how many of these characters we're going to have with this trait. Plenty, I'm sure. But then he has another trait, which is free. If Batman didn't begin the turn on the map, generate a smoke terrain marker in his square. So if he comes in via the Return of Bruce Wayne trait, then he can just pop a smoke terrain in his square for free. So that's pretty nice. And then he has just Flurry, 12 attack, 19 invuln, and 3 damage with Battle Fury. And starting with that special attack power, he has Steel Energy. When Batman KOs an opposing character after resolutions, he may make an attack. Not bad. Again, you know, he doesn't have any movement attack. You could equip him with a motorcycle if you want to give him charge and super senses. That wouldn't be too bad. He could just charge up, Flurry, KO something, and then make an attack. That would be pretty cool, but yeah, this guy's coming in at 60 points, 7 clicks, a lot of steel energy there, so not too bad. And the free healing a click at the beginning of every turn. I think this guy is going to be pretty great for sealed, honestly. He seems like a pretty great close attacker. Next up, though, we do have a look at one of the most anticipated figures, Batwalker. So this is from the Jurassic League. He's got Batman Family, Justice League, something, Animal, Brute, Detective, and Past. I can't make out the other keyword there. Looks like he's got the Batman Ally team ability as well. He has the Jurassic League trait, which gives him Quake as free, but only if he hit with an attack this turn. So not too bad. He's coming in at 300, 200, 100, or 50 points. He has another trait that if he occupies a printed square of hindering terrain, lines of fire drawn to any square Batwalker occupies are hindered. So that's pretty nice. Since he's such a big base, you just have to keep one of his squares in hindering, and the whole thing is considered to be in hindering for his stealth. And then he has another trait, Hunting Jokerzard. When an opposing character KOs a friendly character, give that character a revenge token. When Batwalker attacks a character with 1 or more revenge tokens, modify his attack and damage +1. That's pretty cool. Only thing that sucks is you'd have to wait for them to KO something, but that is a nice bonus to have. And then he has a running shot. And then he has a special move power that gives him running shot. When Batwalker attacks a character on a lower elevation, damage dealt is penetrating. Note that he will actually have to occupy a higher elevation square. Just because he is a Colossal does not mean that people are on a lower elevation than him. I feel like that's one of those weird things somebody's going to ask. So no, he has to physically occupy a higher square of elevation for that to count. But yeah, I mean, starting for 50 points, Charge, Quake, Toughness, Battle Fury, and he's got Quake as free if he hit with an attack this turn. If you want the running shot special, you have to at least start at 100 points, which he'd have that running shot with a 12 attack, precision strike, 18 invuln, 3 damage with some outwit. And yeah, it's cool because whenever he attacks a character on a lower elevation, damage dealt is penetrating. So even if he running shots, you know, he has 5 range, but say he shoots 3, he's got precision, and it's going to be penetrating if they're lower elevation. And then if he hit with that attack, he can Quake as free, and that's also going to be penetrating if he's on a higher elevation than them. So that's really cool. He actually has a lot of damage potential there. So yeah, and then, you know, pretty much the same, just higher stats for his 200 and 300 point lines. I feel like you either play this guy at 50 or 100. And to be completely honest, I feel like this guy kind of dies too quickly for 100 points for me. He's only got 2 clicks of invuln. And then, you know, a few clicks of toughness. There's no stop clicks, which is kind of sad to see. You know, he doesn't have really any built-in healing or anything, but he does have some cool specials, you know, very stealthy, revenge token things, cool. So yeah, overall, he's pretty cool, although I can't help but hope that the other members of the Jurassic League are a little bit better. It's kind of hard not to compare him to Kong when Kong just released so close to this, and, you know, they're just another colossal character around the same point value. I just feel like Kong is just massively better than the Batwalker, unfortunately. But regardless of that, we do have another Colossal to look at, and this one is my favorite by far. I'm so incredibly happy we are finally getting a Colossal Beast Boy, Tyrannosaurus Rex Beast Boy. So freaking awesome. It looks like he does have the Outsiders and Team abilities. So he can Outsiders characters, which if you don't know what Outsiders is, it's one of the best team abilities in the game. Free. Choose a character, including itself, within 6 squares in line of fire until your next turn. The chosen character's combat values can't be modified, uncopyable. So he's going to be able to, as a free action, shut off all modifiers on a character. That could be himself if he's been, like, negatively perplexed down a bunch of times, or it could be an opponent if they've been perplexed up a bunch of times, or they got ESD, they're in hindering, yada yada. No modifications, so that's really, really awesome. Then, of course, he's got Charge Flurry on his special movement power, and a Chomp special attack power that gives him Blades, Claws, Fangs, but may use it if targeting up to 2 characters and rolls a separate d6 for each hit character. So that's freaking awesome, especially with Charge Flurry. Charge Flurry Blades that can double target and roll separate d6 for each character. He has massive damage potential, if you ask me. And he does have a 10 movement, so that's going to be 5 squares to charge, and he's colossal, so 3 square giant reach gives him an 8 square reach for that flurry double target blades attack. So yeah, that's pretty great. 19 invincible with a 4 damage shape change. So looks pretty solid to me. Looks like a pretty long 13-click dial there. In the middle, he gets some Charge, Quake, Invuln, and Exploit. And then on the last third, he gets that special movement power back again with some Steel Energy, Toughness, and Battle Fury. And he ends on a stop click that is stop. When this click is first revealed, you may replace Beast Boy with a character named Beast Boy on their last non-KO click. So I'm hoping to see some more Beast Boys in this set. You know, we do have a couple from BTU, but by the time this set comes out, I think that's going to be rotated out of Modern Age. I think we only have like an uncommon Beast Boy, a Beast Boy in the starter set, and then there's a Prime Gorilla Beast Boy, which would probably be the best one to go for. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. I'd have to look at his stats and everything. But hey, I'm just hoping for some more Beast Boys. You know, maybe we get more dinosaur Beast Boys, right? That would be sick. Maybe we get like a mammoth or a triceratops or something crazy, you know? That'd be so cool. Or even like a giant like beast. There was, if you guys remember the episode of Teen Titans where he turned into some giant werewolf beast monster looking thing, that would be freaking sweet if we got a Beast Boy like that too. So that way you can kind of swap between the different ones. I don't know, but yeah, this thing is freaking awesome looking. I love Beast Boy, so super cool to see that. And then, last but not least here, it did tease that we are getting some equipment in this set, including a new set of trick arrows that we can just add to our quiver of trick arrows, mix and match with the Marvel ones if we want. And you guys, I am betting on a boxing glove trick arrow, and if we're getting trick arrows in this set, I'm betting on a new Green Arrow figure, hopefully with the marksman keyword. You know, maybe we'll get Red Arrow and or Arsenal, maybe we'll get Speedy, who knows. But I think it's a pretty good chance that if we're getting new trick arrows in this set, that yeah, we'll probably get one of those characters to go along with it. And of course, if we're getting a new Green Arrow or somebody related to him, we're gonna get a freaking boxing glove arrow, you guys. It's finally happening. We're finally gonna get the boxing glove arrow as an equipment. That's awesome. At least I hope. That would be freaking awesome. So, yeah, really excited to see that. You know, the trick arrow equipment is such a strong equipment, and to see that we're getting more trick arrows to kind of mix and match in there just makes it that much better. So that about does it for these previews, you guys. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions about them in the comments below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want to see more of it? I don't know. I think it looks pretty great for the most part. I will say I was hoping Batwalker would be a little bit better than what I'm seeing there. You never know. Sometimes you get multiples of a character if they reuse the same sculpt for multiple Colossals. I don't know, but we'll see. Regardless of that, though, I am super duper psyched about that Beast Boy. I hope we get more Beast Boys like it. I hope we get some really cool Batmans to swap between, because that looks really fun. And, you know, if the Marvel and DC starters, if the rest of those characters look as good as Yelena, looks like we got some great new starter sets coming up. So let me know all your thoughts about that. And make sure, if you guys enjoyed the video, to like and subscribe for more future videos like this. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, you can check the links in the description for the Patreon, or hit the join button down there for the YouTube memberships. Either way, as little as $1 a month gets you entry into my monthly giveaways, and you get to see your name here in the credits with all these other awesome people. So make sure to check it out if that interests you. And that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Till next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.